So my island experience, these are true stories. I remember when I just came to Lagos. I landed Lagos January 2007. I think January 6th or so, 2007. Landed in Lagos, fresh from Calabar. Then I found myself at Alakbere police station. I wasn't arrested. That was where I was supposed to stay. But the person I was supposed to stay with, they were leaving Lagos already. So that night I made new friends. That night. And there's a thing about people who smoke ganja. They are very free. I met this guy. His brother was a mobile police officer and his brother was away for special duties. So the guy was alone in the house. So he accommodated me. Great guy. First day the guy saw me, accommodated me. And then I stayed there for a couple of days and then I had to come to Ajah. I had somewhere to stay in Ajah, but Ajah there was nothing happening in Ajah that period around 2007. So entertainment was not happening on the island as a whole. As a matter of fact, it wasn't like that, So I was shuttling Ajah to Ikeja, but it was way too expensive for me. So I went back to Alakbere, stayed and figured myself out. I was staying in Alakbere, and then one day, a friend of mine, this was somebody who we're all doing entertainment in Calabar, Dr. Steen. He called me, what's up, where you doing now? I said, this is where he said, okay, they come around that area. So he came around Alakbere and then we were gisting and he said, we'll go Allen. We'll go track one of our guys with the Allen. And so we're going to track this guy, this is our guy that was around Ikeja. So as we're walking on Allen Avenue, and then we got somewhere, and then I heard this shout, somebody scream, "Headmaster!" That was my name at the time. And I turned, the shout was coming from number 50 Allen Avenue, Riverdale Studios, Allen Avenue. And that person that screamed my name loud was Side 1. Yes, Side 1. Oh, yeah, rock them one by one. No, Side 1, that's Side 1. Scream my name. Next thing I say, oh boy, come see our guys, oh. He beckoned on someone and that person came out. The person shouted, "Bleh!" That was Double K. If you know Double K used to be somebody I knew back from Calabar. Side 1 as well, where these were guys we knew all the way from Calabar. Double K used to be called KK Boy. But for obvious reasons, he had to change from KK Boy to Double K. So, and then Side 1 said, when I call her, when I go? Myself and Dr. Sting and Side 1 and Double K were very happy. How far now? Where when they stay? I said, this studio. They said, when at this studio we do. And then that was how they said, oh boy, come to stay here with us now. We hang out every time now. So, but Sting had, where he was staying. Me, I wanted somewhere that was entertainment. I was like, okay, instead of me staying in Ajah, let me just, be staying on Allen Avenue. So that's how I started staying on Allen Avenue at number 50 Allen Avenue, and it was Riverdale Studio. The man who owned Riverdale Studio was a man who used to work in America. He used to work in BET America. During the Obasanjo time, a lot of people came back home. So he was one of those people who came back home from America and said, you know what, let me come and invest in Nigeria. So he owned the studio. It was a duplex. It was a studio, full studio. Man name is Ed Jato. He was also a musician, and then he had a song. I think Dami Crane sampled one of his songs, if I'm not mistaken. Falila o, Falila ni nothing in Jomo. Ed Jato did that song. So that's how I started staying in that studio. And then Side 1 and Double K, these guys were characters. Oh gosh, these guys were something else. My good Lord. These boys introduced me to the Allen lifestyle. Fuck. This was the first time, it was on Allen Avenue that for the first time in my life, that a guy, somebody said, let's go and visit my girlfriend. And I was excited. And I followed these boys to visit their girlfriend. And they took me to a prostitute's lodge. A shower quarter. And then when I got there, and I thought, okay, where's the girlfriend? These boys were dating prostitutes. I'm like, what? You're dating prostitute? Like, yes, she gives us money. What? I've never seen anything like that in my life. These are the boys who said, guy, to survive in Lagos, first thing you need to do, the little money you have, instead of spending it on women, you spend it on yourself. You spend the money to look good so that you attract these girls. And when they come, they can give you money. You don't tell me boys when they live this lucky lifestyle. Now, Allen, all this somebody will say lucky boys. Now, Allen Avenue boys start this thing, this packaging to collect money from women. These boys were dating Oloshos. Olosho go give them money. They go knock Olosho. You see, collect money for Olosho, and I never seen that kind of thing in my life. So, but it was interesting. I met Side One and Double K, great guys, and these were the people that Olumenten used to come to our studio. That's how I met Olumenten. Olumenten happened to live behind Allen Avenue, which was Ogundano. If you know Allen Avenue very well, this is number 50 Allen Avenue. The street just beside the building, then about 2, 3, 4 building happened to be Olumenten's house. That's how LKT and the rest of them used to come to us. That's how we met. So, Side One, and then there's a guy called Sarge. Sarge, we call him Master Sarge. Sarge was one of the most brilliant guys that I've met in my life. Sarge was a graduate. Sarge, had a decent background. Came from a decent family, but he was one of those guys who wanted to pursue entertainment. And then he was a fantastic producer, chilled guy. Sarge was the one who used to feed us at night. When we're done, we'll go to, there's one aboki that sells noodles on Allen Avenue. So now, that aboki story is coming. That aboki that sells noodles is we used to call him Alaji. He sells noodles. This guy was a great guy. This aboki guy that sells noodles was a great guy. Everybody eats his noodles. Two-Face. Every celebrity in Nigeria used to, in Lagos, in Ikeja, used to come to that aboki place at night. If you go there by 2 a.m., you'll meet a celebrity. Big Bamo, who would you not meet? You go there by 2 a.m., 1 a.m., you will. If you go there from Sunday to Saturday, you meet celebrities at least 3 or 4 times in a week. That aboki used to sell that noodle. So that was where Sarge used to go buy us food at night, that aboki noodles. So Side One and LK, why do I keep saying LK? Side One and Double K. Next thing, this guy comes to the studio, Kelly Hansom. Kelly Hansom was friends to Side One and Double K and Serge. So, Kelly Hansom was coming to the studio. At that time, he had done Ahead of the Game. So if you listen to Ahead of the Game by Blackface, you hear ugly beats. That's Kelly Hansom. So, but that time Kelly Hansom has not made his hit song. What was that hit song? Maga, don't pay. This time Olumenten had peaked. So Kelly Hansom had not done Maga, don't pay. So Olumenten, Yaozi was everywhere. So Side-One would why is his name skipping my head? Kelly Hansom would always come to the studio, Allen Avenue number 50, and then he would always hang out, and then I remember when they did Maga Don't Pay when Kelly Hansom, if you listen to that song, you hear Kelly Hansom, I can't see myself. Now, let me tell you the story behind that. I can't see myself. There's a studio on Allen Avenue, down Allen Avenue, beside Nikki Africana. The studio was owned by a guy called Benjamin G. Benjamin G was the guy that signed was it no, not Essence, what's this beautiful Delta girl name? I remember the name. Benjamin G